This is a University of Otago podcast.
Hi everyone. We study Sanskrit, lesson 14. Today we study about the Santilu aha, the imperfect, active, and prefix. The Santilu for final aha. These rules were presented in chart that we have listened from lesson 9. You can see from this chart, we can separate into three groups, that is the vowels, unvoiced consonants, and voiced consonants. You can see from this chart, the vowel that is R, E, U, etc. Unvoiced is Ga, Ka, Ja, Cha, Da, Ta, Da, Ta, Ba, Pa, and also S, Sha, Sha, Sa. This is sibilant, and Ha. This is our unvoiced consonant. And voiced consonant start from Ga, Ka, Nga, Ja, Cha, Ya, Da, Da, Na, Da, Da, Na, Ba, Ba, Ma, Ya, Ra, Ra, Wa, Ha. So you have to memorize these groups, voiced consonant. While the first word ends in Ha, the second word may begin with any letter of the alphabet. Notice that the chart breaks the alphabet into three parts. The chart is arranged according to which section of the alphabet the second words begin. So here is one way of dividing the alphabet in order to learn this rule. If the second word begins with any of the following vowels, example R, etc., then apply this following four rules shown in the next 4 slides. Rule number 1, if the first word ends in aha and the second begins in R, the aha changes to O and A is deleted, like here. Aha plus A change to O apostrophe. Lamaha atra, so change to Lamotra, Lamotra. Number 2, if the first word ends in aha and the second word begins in any vowel except A, so you have to change aha to A or delete aha like this. Lamaha akachati will be Lama akachati. Number 3, if the first word ends in aha and the second word begins in any vowel, aha change to R. Like this, aha change to R, following with any vowel. Lamaha naraha iti, so will be nara iti. Rule number 4, if the first word ends in any other vowel before the final aha and the second word begins in a vowel, then the aha change to R. For example, oha plus vowel, so change ha to R. Example, natyoha plus atra, so will be natyoratra. If the second word begins in a voiced consonant, like the chart, there are 3 rules. First, if the first word ends in aha, it becomes O. Aha plus voiced consonants, so will be O voiced consonants. Example, Lamaha kachati will be Ramo kachati. Second, if the first word ends in aha, it becomes R. Aha plus voiced consonants, so will be Nara kachanti, from Naraha kachanti. Third one, if the first word ends in any other vowel before the final ha, the ha become R unless the second word begin with an R. For example, oh plus voice consonant change O H to O. Example, Narayoha plus Kachati will be Narayora Kachati. Note that double R does not occur if the second word begins in R. The first R is dropped and the preceding vowel made long if it is short. For the third group, the second word begins in an unvoiced consonant, like the chart. For this group, the rules are the same when the first word ends in aha, aha, or any other vowel before the ha. There are 4 rules. 1. If the second word begins in ja or sha, the ha change to s dat. For example, aha plus ja will be asja. Lama plus ja will be lamasja. If the second word begins in ta or ta, then the h dot changes to s dot. Like example, aha plus ta will be asta. Lamaha tika will be lamastika. 3. If the second word begins in ta or ta, the ha becomes as sa. Aha plus ta will be asta. Example, lamaha tatra will be lamas tatra. The above 3 rules might best be learned visually using the Devanagari scripts. In each case, the ha becomes the sibilant that corresponds with the following letter, whether palatal, lithophase, or dental. So it will be sha, sha, sta, 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 sta. 4. All other unvoiced consonants, ka, ka, pa, pa, sha, sha, cause the ha to say ha. No change. For example, aha plus ka will be ahaka. Example, lamaha kutra will be the same. Lamaha kutra, no change. Now let's see prefix. Verb prefixes are placed before verb to modify the basic meaning of the verb. They are used much like verb prefix in English, such as receive and perceive. They have already learned one prefix, which change he goes to he come, from kachati to akachati. Another verb prefix we can study from this chart, from this slides. Uppa means towards or near. So upakachati means goes towards or approach. He goes towards, he approaches. Prati means back to or against. So pratikachati means he goes back to or he returns. We have studied some prefix and we will continue to lesson 15 for more prefix. Now let's study imperfect tense. The imperfect tense indicates past action, and it is traditionally described as an action not done today, something that has been performed in the past but that may still be ongoing. In other words, the imperfect is something that has not yet been completed or perfected. The imperfect is formed by putting an augment, usually as a augment, before the present stem. The a is called marker of the past tense, such as you see from this example. A plus kacha. Kacha is stem. From come, the root come, go. So a augment plus kacha stem and ending t. So will be a kachat. he went. Plus stem of what, vada speak, plus ending t. So will be avadat, he spoke. And all this is the third person singular. You can see from this chart the imperfect active or plasmaipada verbs start from third person, second person, and first person. See from this chart, it is akachat, akachatam, akachan, akachaha, akachatam, akachata, akacham, akachawa, akachama, or you can memorize by the ending ti, tam, an, aha, tam, ta, wa, ma. This is imperfect active verbs. Note that the imperfect active ending are listed on page 189 and 217 on the interactive books, part 1. And you can compare with the ending of the present indicative that we have learned from lesson 1, 2, and 3. That is, kachati, kachataha, kachanti, kachasi, kachataha, kachata, kachami, kachavaha, kachamaha. As you memorize from ending, that is, ti, tas, anti, si, tas, ta, mi, was, must. The imperfect put the augment after the prefix if you have the verb that have prefix, but before the stem. So we have to put between prefix and the stem of the verb. And the Sandhi rules always apply here. So study from this example. Pati prefix, augment, kacha stem, and ending t. So we have to apply the rule of Sandhi here, pati a. So will be patiya kachat. Patiya kachat means returns. This is imperfect third person singular. Another example, upa plus augment and stem kacha, ending t. So apply the Sandhi rule over here. Upa plus will be upa. Upa kachat, he approached. Past tense, so first, third person singular. The next one, prefix, augment, stem kacha, and this ending for first person singular. So will be kacham, I came. So often a prefix may affect whether a verb takes active or middle ending. So you have to search from the dictionary. It will indicate which ending should be used. So we finish lesson 14 over here. So please see from exercise lesson 14. You have to practice here. Lesson 14. Please practice your exercise after the vocabulary, page 191. This is vocabularies and exercise 3 and 4. Please practice one and we'll do it together in the tutorial hours. So see you next time. Thank you very much.